Hello Cancer, and welcome to your January 2018 Tarotscopes. Now, of course, we're going to cover our home and our family, career goals and aspirations, finance, health and wellbeing, and our relationship areas, and of course an overall influence of what's going on. So the home and the family, well look, this month brings in a really strong connection to the home and the family. A lot of contentment coming through. You might be finding you're rekindling, retracing, re-looking at events and circumstance, but the home and the family will be very, very significant. The dynamics of where you are and who's in it will all play a very important role. Now, you may find that there may be a few little imbalances, so that you may not get everything done that you plan to do, but I do feel that this is a highly social month for you. There's beautiful celebrations around, a positive time for wonderful news, and you may find yourself feeling as though you can really kind of sit back and relax. And like I said, not everything will go according to plan, but at least the best of the best will happen, and you'll feel a lot more comfortable and a lot more happier for that. Your career goals and aspirations, I feel that this is really about you being able to balance up other areas of your life. You may be taking time out. You may be finding stepping back from responsibilities. The work may not be there, but you may be finding your challenge to try new things. This is a chance for you to put some of those plans that you've had on the back burner for some time into play, and Spirit really is going to support this. I feel that this is great for agreements, new obligations or new avenues. You might be finding new alliances come in and partnerships and agreements. This is going to be positive for you. Good for contracts, of course. We have already covered that, but I feel like as if Spirit's saying yes, but everything's very, very favorable. So taking the focus of what has been really more your functioning for the past so many years or so many weeks leading up to the new year, and looking at new prospective avenues for you which are going to be more favorable and give you the longevity that you want. Financially, money being spent on travel is very, very big. You're going initiating quite a lot of changes. You'll do this within the very first 2 weeks of the January as we're entering into the new year. Spirit does show you've already sorted your budget for this. I would have already imagined you've structured or accommodated for this. So Spirit is showing here that it's going to work out just fine. What I do get is inconsistencies only to do with additional expenses. So put a little bit extra away before you set out on that trip. Maybe make sure that all those accounts have been paid, and maybe just kind of like double check a few things just in case. But apart from that, financially, this should be an okay month. Now, connected with your health and your well-being, look, the areas you need to take care of this month are obviously to do with the 8th house and the 11th house, okay? So you may be finding, well, actually the 8th house and the 12th house, I do apologize. What you may be finding during this period of time is that you need to take care of areas connected to your lower pelvic, in and around your reproductive and hormone areas, okay? You may be finding yourself feeling quite sensitive during this period of time, and you could be finding you're open to little vulnerabilities, whether this is, something to do with a little bit of an infection, or whether you're feeling as though there's a little bit of work that needs to be done. Maybe this is about you working on what your sense and purpose and where you belong in your life, because that's part of our, hormonal areas as well. Where do I fit? Where do I go? What's important to me? And when you're retracing a lot of this, you may be able to find some of those answers if you've had a few medical or health issues in that area. Now, of course, we talked about the 12th house, which is the house of Pisces. And this will deal with areas to do with fluids, okay, to do with the feet, to do with circulation, making sure that you're taking care of your body. Whatever you're putting into your body needs to be able to be absorbed properly. And if you are finding that you're having issues, it could be creating other dramas somewhere else. So this is making sure that what you are taking, read the labels very carefully, okay? It may not be helping. It might be really great for one thing, but it's not helping the other thing that you may need a little bit of help with. So take a little bit of extra care to read the labels very carefully. In connection with your relationship areas, okay, look, I really do feel that you're kind of doing things a little bit different. So you and your partner might be setting up some fantastic plans outside of the home, outside of your normal routines. You may be finding that this is a time in which to spend quality time together, self-assurance, reassurance, and so forth. Family dynamics are very important, but I just feel you're doing it it in a whole different way. Now, for some, you're relocating and you're changing home, or you're going through a different style where, you know, people are leaving the home. Maybe you're coming into a different era within your relationship. And for others, this just could be that you're ready for that new time for you, for that things that are important for you, plans that you've had for some time but you haven't had a chance to put it together, and this is your time, me time, your time. You'll be finding relationships quite happy, quite versatile, very adaptable, okay, but also quite secure. So I feel like you tend to be on the same page in a lot of ways throughout this period of time, which is perfect. Now, for those that are single, I feel like as if once you're outside that comfort zone, you're going to do quite well, and you could find that you're actually interested in people that are different from your normal background anyway, and this will be the stimulus for you to make a few changes. Now look, if you've been dating somebody for some time, or you've been kind of on and off seeing, it's a chance for you both to get on the same page and think about it. Hey, do we want to shore up? Do we want to kind of move in together? Do we want to make this secure, or do we just want to keep it kind of flexible the way that it's been? Because that's what you're looking at. You're looking at ways in which you can feel happy and secure with your current circumstances, opposed to feeling like you should be doing something because the other person wants you to. This is about you kind of opening up and communicating about everything. Overall influence, look, this is going to be a month of adjustments. You're going to be finding that you're retracing a lot. I talked about the past playing a very strong role in your present and your future choices, and you may be finding that you're doing a little bit of a down memory lane. Look, for anyone that's been waiting to have a baby or hoping that a deal would come off or an opportunity would finally happen, success is just around the corner here, okay? So I do feel that this is going to be quite a beneficial, very lucrative month for all, but it is going to bring about a time where you're going to feel a lot more settled in areas that you've been hoping to really achieve some really great strides with. You're going to be finding that even though you're going through a lot of adjustments, this month brings in some beautiful positive changes, but more so it helps you to sort out what's more important to yourself. Thank you so much for your wonderful time and energy. I really do hope that you've enjoyed your Tarotscopes, and I wish you all the best for the rest of the month. Cosmic hugs, everybody.